Hey, y'all, it's Casey from Pizzazz, and we are excited to show you a few more of our lettering bundles. As we told y'all, if you were tuning in, I think last week we told y'all, we have got about 5 new fun bundles coming at you. These are all kind of from our whatever lettering club vault, meaning we have over the years sent bits and pieces of this to our lettering club. But we have bundled these up in a fun way that we think you're going to love. And I just wanted to show you a little bit about what's in there, give you some ideas on how you can use it. I personally think this is our God's Girl lettering bundle. I think this is really good for teenagers. So I've got like a ninth grade daughter, and I feel like anybody in those kind of teenage years, these are all words that would be really good to keep in front of them. We have seen more and more just anxiety in teens, and I don't know if that's because of the social media age or what, but there are some, like, I'm no mental health expert, but I do try to read up on it, see some things that experts are saying are good for mental health. One is like input, what you are feeding into your brain. So that is what you're seeing, what you're thinking about. And when you have things that are written out that you are putting up either on your bathroom mirror or your bulletin board or your locker, that is that mental input that is feeding you goodness and truth, to fight against some of those sometimes worries, it is good. So let's go over just some of those things that you can put up and display that kind of feeds into that feeds into your brain when you are reading them, keeping them in front of you. So first up, we have got this big art print, and it's just, I have good plans for you. Okay, sometimes we can tend to think that, oh, if things didn't go just my way, like, has God forgotten me about it? Is this not the right path? Is everything I'm doing a failure or whatever? And like, it's such a good reminder that God promises us, like, I have good plans for you. Okay, like, yes, maybe not everything's going to turn out just how you expected it, but I've got you in the palm of my hands, and I've got good plans for you. So I think this is a great one for a bulletin board, for a locker, if it's a teen girl. We sent these out to all of our ladies who are all ages, not just teens. It's just that teens, this is what kind of pops into my head, is when I see these fun little colors and this message. So that's one thing that comes in the bundle that we can keep in front of us for feeding our mind. Then also we've got these 4 scripture cards. Now, these scripture cards are cute. They're hand lettered. I'll go over them real quick. So, fearfully and wonderfully made. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. Like, is this not a message that teenage girls need to remember when they are trying to compare themselves to everybody else and wondering why, this and that? Like, it is such a good reminder that, like, hey, God made you just the way that you are. Your kinky hair, like, he made that that is you. That is part of how he made you. Your height, that is you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. All the things that teenagers tend to have stress and anxiety about, keeping this in front of them is such good reminders and good mental input for that mental health. The Lord directs my steps is this one. In their heart, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Such a good reminder to take all the decisions that come at them every single day and to hold it with a loose hand. Like, yes, I can plan my steps, or I can plan the course, but the Lord establishes my steps. Grace upon grace, for from his fullness we have received grace upon grace. Again, great message for anybody, but my heart is on teens this morning, and just thinking about these teen girls especially. And you know what, like, even when, like, we screw up and we mess up, like, God's grace has got us. He still loves us. Again, great message to have right there for them to look at every single day. And then Psalms 46:5. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. So great things. Again, you can put them up. You can use these. Like, there are, the back is blank. They're kind of cardstock. So if you had some, some can be in front of kids or teenagers as they're looking at them, or you can if you're getting this to gift to a teenager, you might have multiple that you're thinking of, and you can take one of these, jot a personal note, and just, and just give it as a gift. You could have it bundled with something else or just as it is. I feel like handwritten cards are just super special. So far we've gone over the art print and the scripture cards. I keep my scripture cards, kind of swap them out just in my bathroom mirror. So that's another great place for that. Now, we know hand lettering. We love hand lettering, and we know teenagers do too. Also included in this bundle is just the this little hand lettering guide of one of the popular fonts that we like to use, and these 2 traceables. So let me show you how to use traceables if you are not familiar with it. So I'm just going to let's see, we've got these 2 are what comes in the pack. And this is a physical product that we are selling. So what I mean by that is, you're not just going, sometimes we do downloads to where you can buy something and download it and print it off. This particular, we have that on our website. Okay. We've got downloadable font guides. We have downloadable traceables. This particular bundle, it comes to you. We send it snail mail, hold it in your hands. Okay. So just want to make that clear. This is a physical product for one of these lettering bundles. Okay, so let's say we've got this. We've gone ahead and done kind of that gray traceable or that gray lettering thing. Let's see. If I were to take a brush pen, these are in our shop too, but you don't have to, you could use any kind of marker. I'm just going to take some, and let me do the purple. These are fun just to kind of just trace over and kind of get that muscle memory going. And also it helps to kind of slow your mind down. Like, yes, we've got these, here, the Lord directs my steps. That's good for that mental input. So going back to things that are good for mental health, we know that one is, what you are feeding your brain, keeping in front of you. Also, you may have seen in our stories today, I did a repost from Dr. Caroline Lee posted it, but I think she reposted it from somebody too. And then I reposted it, and it was talking about just things that are good for your mental health. And one of them is just taking a break and being creative, whether that's drawing or painting or whatever. So what these traceables do, they give you a chance to get creative without having to have too many extra supplies. Okay. You just literally grab a marker. Now you can fancy this up. There's ways to fancy it up, but you could just take a marker and be creative. You're kind of drawing, because that's what lettering is just drawing, but you've got a guide. So you're not having to think too terribly hard on things. All right, so I'm just using, again, this is a brush tip pen, which means that I can press down light going this way and then heavy going down, and it makes it a fatter line. I see, it looks like I'm jumping in and out. I don't know why that is. I hope everybody can see me okay. So basically I'm just using this to trace over this, to get in a little bit of that kind of creativity that is good for the brain. It's also slowing down your heart rate when you are focusing on something else other than all the mess you got to focus on. If some of the gray still shows through, it's no big deal, because a lot of times it just looks like a drop shadow. Okay, so don't fret about that. So again, we have put the link to this bundle in the top of this. If you are interested in it, Kaylee is actually packing stuff up right now from the orders that came in over the weekend. So be sure if you're interested in this little bundle, go for it. So this is one way to use it. Grab those markers, just trace over it. It causes you to slow down. If you're interested in lettering, it helps you to kind of get a little bit of that muscle memory. Another way you could use this is, let's see, I'm going to swap to a different marker, just showing you options. So this is with the Ecoline. This is the one that I just used, was the Ecoline brush pens. Okay. Also in our shop. Let's see. And I'm going to use the Tombow pens right now. So this one is also a brush pen, but it is a little bit thinner. So it's not, sometimes when you have more words and they're closer together, if you use too fat of a brush, it's going to like all squish together. So we don't want that. So I'm just, since this is a little bit more words, we are going with this. So again, I can get the thin and the thick lines with this. So I'm just tracing it, using this time to slow down, slows your heart rate down, has your brain thinking on what these words say. God is within her. She will not fail. So if you are writing these words and thinking these words and having these words in front of you, do you think that's not going to change the makeup of what your thought life is? Maybe not instantly, might take some time, but these are actual, tactical things that you can do, and then you can do for your teens. Like I said, this is not just for teens, but I'm just keep on going back to that because I just feel it's like this is a strong message for teens, and it's cute colors and all that fun stuff. All right, so I've gone over that with my Tombow pen. Okay, this is just one of the Tombow dual brush pens. We sell it in a whole pack of there's a bunch of different purple ones of the kind that we sell. And then I'm going to, just as another way to use our creativity, I might not have enough. I think I've got enough water. And I'm just going to kind of paint around the edges. Earlier inside of our lettering club group, we did this one where you just did some very abstract paint all around the edges. I think I might just do that same thing here. So let's see, I'm going to squeeze water here. This is a little travel watercolor set. We'll put the link to this also in the comments when we're done, if you're interested. It comes with these little water brushes. So I've got the water inside of here so that all I have to do is squeeze it onto here to kind of wake the paints up. Do a little squeeze. If it starts to get dry, you just squeeze a little more. So this is just a light pink. The more water you add to it, the lighter it's going to look. Then I kind of rinse it off and then go to a yellow. Squeeze the water first, then kind of wake it up a bit. I'm not going to let the watercolor touch the marker, okay? And the reason for that is because I did not use a permanent marker. So if I touch it with that watercolor, it's going to bleed. So I'm kind of getting close to around here, but not completely. And then maybe, let's see, if I'm kind of wanting it to sort of go along with these, maybe I'll pull in like a little bit of the lime green. Maybe that has more of an aqua. Yeah, I'll try to make me an aqua. So I'm going to squeeze some water into here, and then I'm going to squeeze some water into the blue. And then I'm going to use this tray over here to kind of pull some water over. So there's that. There's the green. Then I'll kind of pull some of this blue. And I think that's going to make a cool kind of aqua right there. Not that it has to match the cards, but it's kind of fun to stay in the same theme. And this is not watercolor paper, so I don't want to saturate it too much with watercolor. It's like a cardstock, but it will hold the watercolor. And when it dries, it might have a little bit of a wrinkle to it. But remember, the point of this is not a fine piece of art. It's more of taking the time to focus your mind on what scripture says, what message can we be feeding into our brains that is good and uplifting. And then if you love it and you want to give it a try on your own, you could use some watercolor paper with your watercolors, and it will hold the water a little bit better. So this is it for this little bundle. Oh, no, it's not it. Thought it was it. There's one more thing I hadn't told you. So I showed you the prints, showed you the scripture cards, showed you the lettering guide, the traceables, and also Who doesn't love a fun, cute little sticker? So this fun little llama sticker, we sent these to our lettering club members last month. Super cute, good to go on water bottles, computers, wherever. Everybody loves a cute sticker. And it just says be confident. So confident in the Lord. So that is that. I'll pull this all back out. Just wanted to show you a little sneak peek into what one of these lettering bundles was like, give you some ideas on how you could use it, because we are super excited about them. We've got 5 different ones that will soon be out. Right now, we've just got the 2, and this is one of them. So this is all it. Again, this is a physical product that we send out in the actual mail. It's not a digital download, even though we do have some digital downloads that you can get immediately on the website. This is hard to fit in here, is actually a physical product that Kaylee is shipping out today. So if you are interested or have a teen girl in your life that maybe would love all of this, or maybe you've got multiple teen girls and you would love to kind of give bits and pieces to them as little gifts, or maybe this just speaks to you and you're not a teen girl or have a teen girl, but you love all the colors, you love all the sayings. That's good too. So we've put links there in the comments. If you've got any questions, let us know. Be sure to follow us in all the places on Instagram, Facebook, all of the places. And if you are not on our text list yet, get on our text list. It's 1334 249 1818. That is a great way to stay in touch with us. 1334 249 1818. And that is it for today. Let me quickly scroll through and see if I see any questions. I don't think I do. So y'all have a good day and we will see you soon.